So what I thought I'd do is go back to the whiteboard for this next video, and this is probably going to be the last introductory type video I'm going to do to RankWyz. There is going to be more training that follows this, that delves into specifically how you set up things within RankWyz and how you use RankWyz to execute different strategies and use it as a day-to-day tool. But what I thought I'd do first is just show you now, hopefully you've got an understanding of tiered link building. Now you've been into the RankWyz interface in one of the other videos and kind of gave you a bit of a whistle-stop tour of that and showed you around. What I thought I'd do is just come back and revisit how RankWyz is going to help you at the different tiers of your tiered link building. So first and foremost, what I wanted to do was show you what RankWyz does for you at tier 1. So remember from the video that I showed you that RankWyz is giving you all your metrics. It's looking at all those backlinks. It's looking at what pages have been indexed in the search engines. It's got a rank tracker. It's building up those link vaults for you. It's doing a lot for you across the whole of your project. So this is not really going to show any of that that's going on, because that's just for informational purposes and feedback. But what RankWyz is going to do for you with regards building out content and links is different depending upon the tier that you're working at. So if we just take tier 1 to start with, so just to recap, tier 1 needs to be high quality and probably as good as the money site, or certainly 90% as good. So we're not looking to use the content engine within RankWyz to generate any type of content here at tier 1. What we're looking to do is take content that we've had generated somewhere else, be that we've bought the content in, but we're happy with the quality of that content, and what we want to be doing is just uploading that into the RankWyz engine and then using the scheduling engine within RankWyz to push that content out to the PBNs and to the Web 2s. What RankWyz can do for us though is to create these Web 2s. So if we go back to the example we've been using of this besthhikingboots.com, what I'm going to be doing is within my blog creation is generating other blogs, other Web 2s that are in relationship to this besthhikingboots.com. So for example, I may go through the blog creation process within RankWyz and generate besthhikingboots.tumblr.com, besthhikingboots.wordpress.com, and all the different Web 2.0 platforms that RankWyz supports. Then what I may do the next day is generate bestcampsites.tumblr.com and bestcampsites.wordpress.com, bestcampsites.soup.io.com, or whatever the different variations are that are available to us. And then the next day I want to then do is pick another theme within this niche and generate more blogs that are related to that. Now remember, even on the lowest package within RankWyz, you're able to create 10 blogs a day. So that means that after 30 days, so after 1 month, you should be in a position where you've got 300 Web 2s to be working with, which is phenomenal really when you think about it, to have that many blogs available at such a short space of time. And the theming of these blogs and the naming of these blogs is all going to be in relationship to your money site, which is pretty powerful really. But like I've said before, the content that we're looking to post on the PBNs and on the Web 2s needs to be good quality content, and what we do is we look to schedule it. So what we may have ordered, say 10 articles to go on our PBN, but rather than post all 10 articles in one go, what we do is upload them to RankWyz and maybe post 2 articles a week over a 5-week period to get our 10 articles. The same with these Web 2s. Now the other thing that RankWyz does, which is really clever, is once it's created a post on our PBNs and on our Web 2s, we can then kick off a secondary kind of job where once the content has been successfully posted onto the PBNs and the Web 2s, it will then go off and tweet that out for you, or it will share it on Facebook, and then what that will then do is create a backlink to the Web 2 or the PBN. So in pretty much the same way that you would do with your money site, where when you've put a new post on your money site, you would look to tweet that out, or you would look to share that on Facebook, and that not only then shares it out to people that are following you, it creates you a backlink. and we're looking to do the same thing here at tier 1. So there's a little bit of automation going on there between the PBNs, the Web 2s and our social platforms. In addition to that, it will also do the social bookmarking shares for you as well. So as you can see, even though at tier 1 we're focusing on high quality content, RankWyz is able to automate quite a lot of these processes for you and save you a lot of time. We then step out to tier 2. Now the first thing to say, what's going on here at tier 2, I've kind of had to split it out a little bit because otherwise there'd be arrows all over this diagram and it would get really confusing. Everything that's going on at tier 1 is still happening within this diagram, but what I'm showing you here is how RankWyz can help you at tier 2. So what we're looking to do here at tier 2 is slightly different, where we want these blog creations happening at tier 2, that they're all on theme and all in relation to the money site. But what we're hoping to do now is use RankWyz to start to generate some content for us. And there's different ways that RankWyz can generate content. It has its own spinner that's built into the RankWyz engine. In addition to that, you can use things like the best spinner, and you can use other spinners that have got APIs so that RankWyz can use those engines. So if you've got a favorite spinner that you've been used to using and you're happy with the content that it generates, then what RankWyz can do for you is start to use those spinning engines to generate content for you. In addition to that as well, RankWyz can use syndicated content from other sites. It can also use news sites to start to generate some of that content for you. And what it does is it does what's called a content mashup, where I can build a page of content and I can completely randomize it all, and I can use a combination of syndicated content, I can use news content, I can use some of my own custom content that's been spun. I can generate quite a lot of content and be very, very creative, all using the RankWyz engine. And once you've set that up, it's pretty much set and forget, where RankWyz will continually start to generate this content based upon the rules that you set when you're configuring this. The other thing as well is it will start to schedule this content for you as well. So very much like at tier 1, where we don't necessarily want to post all the content into tier 1 at the same time, what RankWyz can do for you is it can generate you hundreds of articles, even thousands of articles, and then just drip feed those articles into our tier 2 Web 2s, into our tier 2 PBNs if we put any in there. But what it will do is it will do scheduled, automated and computer generated content, which is pretty clever. And again, in the same way, if we want to then link out from these Web 2s, we can do some socials on there if we want to. There's pretty much a lot we can do, so we can be very clever. It's very, very powerful. But I just wanted to give you a very high level overview of how RankWyz can help you at tier 2. And it doesn't just stop there really, because what we can then start to do is we can load some Web 2s in and some PBNs at tier 3, and then we can use again the blog creation utilities that are built within RankWyz. We can use generated content this time for these PBNs, because remember from the multi-tiered link building video, the further out we get from the money site, the more risky and the more automated that this content can be. So as you can see, once you get past tier 1, RankWyz will pretty much do all your content generation for you. It will schedule that content and it will post that content out onto the different tiers for you. Not only that, it will then kick off secondary tasks that will share out that content to your social networks, to your social bookmarks, and in addition to all that, it does all your metric tracking, monitors all your backlinks, and it will then alert you and let you know if there are any issues with any of these sites whatsoever. So as you can see, RankWyz is pretty much a powerful tool, and it's why it's become one of my main tools of choice when it comes to tiered link building and trying to rank the pages that are contained on these money sites that we're all working with.